everyone, welcome to EdCam channel. In this video lecture, we will discuss about next part of solid state. The subtopic that we are going to discuss about the hexagonal cubic packing or close packing HCP. Next we'll discuss about the cubic close packing CCP. Next we'll discuss about packing fraction. What is this packing fraction? And we'll derive the packing fraction in simple cubic cell, in body centered cubic cell, and in face centered cubic cell. Next we'll discuss about the density of cubic cell. So this lecture is very important. Many exam has asked question from these topics. Okay, this is a picture shows about atoms are arranged in a simple cubic cell. So without a doubt, let's start. Now let us discuss. So as we have discussed in the earlier slides, how can we generate a tetrahedral void and a octahedral void, right? Now let us discuss about the packing fraction. The placing the third layer over the second layer. So that can be done by when third layer is placed over the second layer in two possible ways we have to discuss. So first is the covering the tetrahedral voids. In this case, the sphere of the third layer are exactly aligned with those of the first layer. You can see that in this picture, this is the first layer and this is a different layer. So we will call it as a B layer. And the third layer is in between the tetrahedral void. As we already know, how can we create a tetrahedral void? Three atoms, right? So the third layer is above the second layer and it is in between the tetrahedral voids. Okay. So as we can see, this type of arrangement is AB type of pattern it is going to create. As the first layer, this is the first layer, and the third layer both are equal. Okay. Now this is another picture that is showing this is first layer and B is the second layer, and the third layer is exactly similar with the first layer. Again, the fourth layer is exactly similar with the second layer. Okay, so this type of arrangement they will create hexagonal packing. So this is a hexagonal HCP shape. Okay, now we will call this hexagonal close packing. So this is the hexagonal close packing. Okay, I think this is clear to you. Now what about the coordination number? Coordination number here, that is 12. You remember. Okay, and the examples that HCP shows, examples are example like magnesium, zinc, cadmium. These are the examples of HCP. Okay, now let us discuss about the next part. Covering the octahedral void. The third layer placed above the second layer in the manner such that the sphere covered the octahedral void. So now in this type of packing, what we are going to discuss, the first layer and the fourth layer both are equal. Okay, the third layer has placed between the second layer. Okay, and that is covering the octahedral void. So as we have already discussed the octahedral void, so how can you generate octahedral void? Putting the atom like this. Yes, so this is 3 atoms, so another 3 atoms will be like this. Okay, so this is nothing but your octahedral void. So the third layer is placed on the octahedral void. So here it is given, the third layer is placed above the second layer in the such a manner that it will cover the octahedral void, as this third layer is covering the octahedral void. Okay, when placed in this manner, the sphere of the third layer are not aligned with those of the either of this first layer. Okay, so there is a difference between third layer and first layer. Okay, now the similarity is the first layer and fourth layer both are equal. Okay, so here you can see another picture. So this is the first layer, second layer is a different one, third layer is a different one, and fourth layer that is similar with the first layer. So this is the FCC. Okay, FCC means face centered. Okay, so in this two type of arrangement, that is nothing but ABC type of arrangement, they will generate cubical close packing, or we'll call it as a face centered cubic. So you remember these two formulas. Now the question is, what is the coordination number? So the coordination number here, that is 12, and we can take the example like Ag, copper, platinum and nickel. These are the examples of CCP or FCC close packing. Okay, so as in the above slide, as we have mentioned, in the both the cases, whether it is HCP or CCP, both are having coordination number of 12. Okay, and the packing efficiency, that is 74%. Now a question is, what is packing efficiency? It is the percentage of total space filled by particle. See, in simple word, let us take an example in 2D. If in a square, if the atoms are packed like this, okay, so what will happen? These are the filled atoms, but this is the empty. So packing efficiency is nothing but how much the total area covered by these atoms. Okay, in simple word. So this we can relate with in the 3-dimensional, that is percentage of packing efficiency, that can be calculated as volume occupied by the sphere in the unit cell into 100 divided by total volume covered by the unit cell. Okay, now let us calculate the packing efficiency in different unit cell. Okay, the first unit cell that we are going to calculate, that is packing efficiency in simple cubic lattice. Now coming to the simple cubic lattice. So in this simple cubic lattice, atoms are present at the corner. So important point is atoms are present at the corner. Okay. Now what is this A and R? A is edge length and R is radius of atom. Okay, I think this is clear. So edge length is nothing but distance between B to C. So this is total A. Okay, and what is the radius? As we see that in the simple cubic cell, total 8 atoms are there. So radius will be this length. Okay, so this is nothing but your R. Now in this case, what is the relation between A and R? As these two atoms are touching with each other, so we can clearly say that A is equal to 2R, right? Now let us just calculate the packing efficiency. So packing efficiency is equal to volume occupied by the sphere in the unit cell. Now tell me, what is the volume occupied by one sphere? As we already know that volume occupied, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, this is the volume occupied by the sphere, and the total number of sphere is how much? As we already calculate here, the total number of sphere, or you can say Z. Okay, so Z is equal to 1, right? As we have discussed in the previous slides. So into 1 divided by, what is the total volume of this cube? Total volume of this cube is, so that is A cube. Now if we'll calculate this, putting the value of, let us just solve 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by A cube can be replaced with 2r. So this is 2r whole cube. Okay. Now if we'll solve it, we will get the percentage of packing efficiency 0.524. Okay. So this is the packing efficiency. Now let us just calculate the percentage. So to calculate the percentage, multiplied with 100. So percentage of packing efficiency, that is equal to 52.4%. Okay, that means in this total cube, 52.4% is occupied by the sphere. Now you can also calculate the void percentage. Now calculate the void percentage. Void percentage means how much empty space is present in this cube. So void percentage, you just put 100 minus 52.4. That will be 47.6%. Okay. Now let us just discuss about body-centered cubic unit cell. Okay. So in the body-centered unit cell, as we already discussed, one complete atom is present at the body. Okay. So number of atoms we can easily calculate as number of atoms. So at the body it is 1 plus corner is 1 by 8 corner into 8. So total number of atom that is present 2. Okay. So Z is the total number of atoms. So Z is equal to 2. the relation between edge length and the radius, that is equal to root 3 by 4a. Or you can also say that a is equal to 4r divided by root 3. Okay. Now let us just derive this a is equal to 4r by root 3. How can you derive? So here is the picture. Now you have to look at this picture very carefully. I am taking the right angle triangle of F, E and D. If we'll take a right angle triangle, so in the right angle triangle F, E and D, I can write this is FE square plus ED square is equal to FD square. Okay. So FE square is nothing but your A square. ED square is nothing but your again A square. FD square, what is the distance between FD? That is B. So I am writing here B square. So this is 2A square is equal to B square. Okay. This is one relation. Now coming to another right angle triangle, which one I am talking about? Triangle between A, F and D. So look at this triangle A, F and D. Okay. So in this triangle, we are talking about A, F and D. So apply the right angle triangle formula, that is AD square plus FD square is equal to FA square. So AD square I can write A square plus what is FD square? FD square is nothing but B square. So I'm writing here 2A square is equal to AF square. So AF is nothing but, can I write this AF distance as 4R? Yes. Okay. So this is the complete atom, and this is R, this is 2R, and this is R. Okay. So what I'm writing is 4R whole square. Okay. So now let us just solve. 3A square is equal to 4R whole square. So what is the relation? That is A is equal to 4R by root 3. Okay. Now, as we already discussed, packing efficiency. So the packing efficiency is the volume occupied by the sphere. So one sphere occupied, that is 4 by 3 pi RQ, right? What is the total number of sphere present in BCC? That is 2 divided by volume of this complete cube. So that is nothing but AQ. Okay. So if we'll solve this, 4 by 3 pi RQ into 2 divided by AQ is nothing but 4R divided by root 3 whole cube. Okay. So if you'll solve this, you'll get 0.68. Packing efficiency. Packing efficiency. Now percentage of packing efficiency. So that is equal to multiply this with value with 100. So this is 68%. Okay. Percentage of void. So how can you get percentage of void? 100 minus 68%. So 100 minus 68, that is 32%. Okay. So now just derive for face-centered cubic cell. Okay. So packing efficiency in the face-centered cubic unit cell. So as we discussed, in the face-centered cubic unit cell, atoms are present face as well as atoms are present on the corners. So how many corners are there? Total 8 corners, right? Z is equal to, Z is the number of atoms. So 8 corners, 1 by 8, each contribution is 1 by 8, total 8 corners is there. And 1 by 2 is the contribution at the face into total how many faces are there? Total 6 faces. So this will be 4. So total number of atom, that is 4. Okay. And the relation between radius of atom and edge length, that is A is equal to 2 root 2 R. Okay. Now let us just derive this formula. Now, if you look at this triangle, B is the face center atom. Okay. And A and C is the corner atom. So if you look at the right angle triangle between A, D and C, we can clearly apply the right angle triangle formula, that is AD square plus DC square is equal to AC square. So AD square is nothing but your side square. DC square is also side square. AC square means we can write this whole distance. This whole distance is nothing but your AC. So AC is nothing but 4R. Okay. So 4R whole square. So then what is the relation? 2A square is equal to 4R whole square. So A is equal to 4R by root 2. Okay. You will get this one also. So now let us just calculate the packing efficiency then. So packing efficiency is nothing but volume occupied by the sphere. One sphere volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Total number of atoms, that is 4, divided by A cube. So 4 by 3 pi r cube into 4 whole divided by what is A? 4R by root 2 whole cube. So if you solve this, you will get 0.74. Okay. And what is the percentage then? Percentage is equal to 74%. Then what is the void percentage? Void percentage is 26%. So what is the conclusion in between these three spheres? Which has the maximum packing efficiency? So face centered FCC has the maximum, that is 74%. BCC is 68%, and simple cubic, so that is 52.4. Okay, you remember this is the maximum, then BCC, then cubic. Okay, now let us discuss about density of the crystal. So density of the crystal, the density of the crystal can be calculated if the edge size of the cubic crystal and the type of poses by it. Okay, so the density of crystal can be calculated as the formula, that is Z into M divided by A cube into Na. So what is Z? Z is the effective number of atom in the unit cell. Na is the Avogadro's number. M is the mass. And A we already know, edge length. Then what is the unit? Unit is gram per centimeter cube. Okay. So based upon this density, let us just try to solve one question. The question is, an element having BCC geometry has atomic mass 50. Okay. Calculate density of unit cell if the edge length is 290 picometer. Okay. So now let us just write all the data. So as it is BCC, so what is the value of Z? We have already calculated, that is 2. Next, atomic mass. Atomic mass is already given, 50 gram. Okay. Next one is edge length. So edge length, we can say A is equal to 290 picometer. So we have to convert that into centimeter. So we can calculate it as 290 into 10 to the power minus 10 centimeter. Okay. Now put all this data into the formula. So density is equal to Z into A, or you can say this is atomic mass, Z into M divided by AQ into Na. So Z is 2, atomic mass is 50, edge length is 290 into 10 to the power 10 into Na, Avogadro's number, that is 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. Now solve this value, you will get 6.82 gram per centimeter. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. To get more videos like this, subscribe to Edchem channel. If you want to connect with me with my social media account, my Instagram and Twitter handle is this. Thank you all.